From Albania to Serbia, it's edging towards EU membership, perhaps within 7 or 8 years. But disputes from the past are still alive, notably on relations with its former province of Kosovo, which declared independence a decade ago. We spoke to Serbian President Aleksandar Vucic.
2 years ago you talked to Euronews and you said that your country is tired of waiting for the European Union accession. How do you feel now before the Sofia summit?
During these 2 years, we had another drop of EU popularity in Serbia, but anyway, we still have majority of population on our side, and people are not jubilant anymore about it, but rationally speaking, they are for our EU path.
If you look at the budget proposal of the European Commission, there is no indication that other countries should join the European Union until 2027. So when actually Serbia could join the European Union, according to you?
First of all, I think that no one have ever guaranteed us that we would be a part of European Union in 2025. But they were saying if you deliver, it was mainly about Kosovo arrangement, if we resolve all our problems with Pristina, and then everything else, including the rule of law and everything that we are asked to do, that we might become a member of EU in 2025. And we are on our EU path since 2000, and it has already passed 18 years. And that's why people feel from time to time exhausted. But anyway, there are no better solutions, and we'll do our job and we'll invest huge efforts attempting to find a solution for Kosovo crisis.
How will this normalization between Pristina and Belgrade look in the reality, especially when you look at the fact that last week the Kosovar karate team was actually banned from Serbia. They could not enter.
We acted in a very proper way. We allowed them to enter, but with no state flags of Kosovo, because to us they are not a state, but not only to us, but to all the others. And we agreed that they would come without state flags, and there won't be state flags of Serbia as well and all the other countries, and you can do it, no national anthems and everything else. And then they were responding, no, we don't accept it, because they want it to be banned.
Looking from the outside, it's the same kind of provocation than what happened last year when Serbia sent this train to Kosovo with a huge Serbian flag and with the banner saying Kosovo is Serbia. Isn't it the same, mutual provocations against each other?
There are no mutual provocations. If you see, when you say to us that Kosovo is an independent state, is that a huge provocation against Serbia? And you think that even your country that you're coming from recognized the independence of Kosovo, is that a huge provocation today? Should you consider yourself as a big provocateur? Because you have different opinion on the legal status of Kosovo than we do. We respect the fact that they think differently, speaking about legal status of Kosovo, than we do. And that's the difference. And you really think still that it was a provocation that someone was writing that Kosovo was Serbia? Wow, I think that Kosovo is Serbia. Am I provoking you or what? Are you going to arrest me, to kill me or what? If that's a big provocation. And at the same time, I'm very much ready to speak about compromise and to do as many concessions as it is possible, but not to humiliate Serbian people and not to undermine Serbia's interests.
I would like to ask you why Serbia is not applying economic sanctions against Russia, because as a candidate country, you should basically follow the decisions of the European Council in
can you imagine us imposing sanctions against Russia? And Russia is the only country, together with China, that is supporting us in the United Nations Security Council when we speak about territorial integrity of Serbia. What do you expect from us? To cut our both legs, or and then to say, okay, now everything's good, and to say, yes, when we say Kosovo is Serbia, that's a big provocation? It shows that even you didn't come to me and you don't think that you should be neutral regarding the status of Kosovo. No, although there are 5 EU countries that don't recognize an independence of Kosovo. Why don't you say to them that they are provoking Europe on a daily basis?
Now the New York Times said lately Serbia edges closer to autocracy, and the Foreign Affairs news magazine said that you are Europe's favorite autocrat who is providing stability but operating in a...
That was not said by those magazines or papers. That was said by Serbs, my political opponents that were writing those articles.
So Serbia can fulfill the Copenhagen criteria?
We'll be very ready to discuss all the problems that people feel, but I was listening from all the others that in Serbia would happen terrible attacks and murders and everything else, but it happened in Slovakia, in Malta, in Montenegro recently, but it didn't happen so far in Serbia. You heard of some of these cases that were happening in Serbia? No, you haven't. But, and it won't happen. But I'm also absolutely certain that we need to do something, because one part of our media society and civil society, they are dissatisfied from some reasons, and I'm very ready to listen to them and to see what we can do to overcome these kind of different opinions, and to see what we can do to sit down together and to find the best possible solutions for everyone. But please buy tomorrow's papers and tell me, is there anyone that is more attacked than myself?